cord. Thank you for that. Page 107 in the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. This is your playbook. We are on the path to build a $1 million real estate business. That means we are on the path to gross $1 million, then net $1 million, then receive $1 million, and finally give away $1 million a year, because I walk like, talk like, look like, and have the checkbook of a millionaire real estate agent. By the way, that's an affirmation, right? And if you haven't written that down, if that's not part of your daily routine, please get that in your daily routine. It does make a difference. 90% of success is mindset. The way we remove one of the ways we remove limiting beliefs is with positive affirmations. So page 107, it's the fourth quarter. Quick, what's the score? Who has the ball? How much time is left? Don't you expect everyone on your favorite football or basketball team to know these simple facts? Of course you do. Everyone expects the players on her team to know key information about the game at any point during the game and after. You're in business, you're treating it like a game, and you're no different. You and everyone on your team need to know your key numbers at all times. Now, yesterday, we did a deep dive on the economic model. And the end result of the economic model is what? What does it answer for us? It tells us what we need in order to net our goal of how much money we want to earn. In other words, if my goal is to net $100,000 and my cost of sales is $16,000, my operating expenses is $10,000, I need to gross $126,000. If my average commission is, say, $9,000, I need to close 14 sales, which means 7 on the seller side, 7 on the buyer side. In order to close 7 sellers, I need to take 10 seller listings. Now, end result, what does it tell us? What does the economic model tell us? Anybody? Oh, I feel like Ferris Bueller day off whenever I do that. Anyone? Oh man, you guys should know the answer like that. Are you not answering because you don't know or because talk to me?
Yeah, I think it's telling you what to do on a daily basis to net the result you want.
You're on the right track, but that's not the right answer.
Okay.
What's the question?
How many appointments you need to go on?
Here it is. Who was that? Was that Chandra? There you go. Chandra, you're my new favorite. It tells you how many appointments you need. If I want to net $100,000, I need to go on 2 seller listing appointments every month in order to net $100,000. Now, the lead generation model tells us what we need to do in order to get 2 appointments per month. And I'm going to go to the whiteboard. All right, let's see. You can see that. Can't see me, that's okay. You know what I look like. Cool. All right. Capture. Connect. Close. And nurture. Lead generation model. You're doing a golden letter campaign where you are sending a letter to everyone in your database or everyone in a particular neighborhood. The message is the market is hot. Homes are selling in record time with multiple offers above the asking price. We have buyers that are looking for great homes like yours. And who do you know that might be thinking of selling their home in the next 6 months? Michael Topo.
It's basically the circle prospecting script.
It is. Absolutely It is. Now, if you have a golden letter, if you're currently using golden letters as part of your marketing campaign, just put I do in the chat. And if you don't have a golden letter that you're using in your current marketing campaign, then reach out to one of those agents who write I do in the chat and ask them, hey, can I get a copy of your golden letter? Because why would you create this if it already exists? I know Diane Schuster has one. I know Gonzalo has one. So for those of you in the room, for those of you in the room, if you don't have a golden letter, you might want to reach out to Diane or Gonzalo. Of course, I didn't get their permission to ask that. You guys mad at me? You're open books. There we go. On this company. All right. So I mail out a golden letter. Now somebody calls me, Gonzalo calls me and says, hey, I got your letter. And Gonzalo, thank you so much for giving me a call. As my letter mentioned, we're selling lots of homes. Matter of fact, we just closed on a home in your neighborhood, or a home in your neighborhood recently sold. So it doesn't need to be your listing. It doesn't need to be your office listing. It can be a home. As a matter of fact, Gonzalo, a home in your neighborhood recently sold right around the corner from you, 123 Main Street. Beautiful property, and it sold for $575,000. There's buyers looking for great homes like yours. You know, just out of curiosity, who do you know that might be thinking of selling their home? Now, hey, by the way, I like to keep my friends and family members updated on the market. That simply means that I send them interesting information on the real estate market once a month, and I call every 3 or 4 months just to check in. Would it be okay if I get your address? I've got this really cool app that I can send you. Matter of fact, I'll send it straight to your phone if I can get your phone number. If I were to email you a list of all the properties that have sold in your neighborhood in the last 6 months, what email would I send that to? What am I doing, guys? There's the answer, by the way. What am I doing?
You're capturing data and connecting.
I'm capturing and I'm connecting. There you go. Now, what's my next goal? Close for an appointment. In other words, Gonzalo, I'd love to pop by and take a look at your home, sit down with you and go over an updated market analysis and just give you an idea of what your home would sell for if you were to sell your home. That's for someone who's not interested in selling their home right now. They're going to sell one day, because remember, we don't care. We're not looking for opportunity right now necessarily, even though we are. We're looking for opportunity, period. It doesn't matter to me if they want to sell their home 7 days from now, 30 days from now, or a year from now. A year from now, I'm going to be selling homes. So if Diane says, you know, I'm probably going to sell my home, but it might be a year from now. It might even be 2 years from now. Diane, I completely get it. Awesome. That's awesome news. I'm going to be selling homes a year from now. And I'd love to stay in touch with you. Can I get your address? Can I get an email address that I can send a list of properties to you that have recently sold? And I've got this really cool app that is a customized website for you in your neighborhood. If I can get your phone number, I'd be more than glad to send it directly to your cell phone. So far, so good. And I'd love to schedule some time to pop by, take a look at your home and go over an updated market analysis with you. Hey, by the way, just out of curiosity, I know you're not looking to sell your home for another year, but if the market were to say your home is worth blank, what's your make me move price? What would an offer look like today that would cause you to sell your home today? Hey, just curious. If you knew the market was going to shift, Michael, and you knew your home was going to be worth less money a year from now than it is today, would you still wait a year to sell your home?
Well, it depends, John.
Yeah. And if interest rates went up, is your home more affordable or is it less affordable?
I would think it'd be less affordable.
Yeah, and we've got this thing going on right now called forbearance, and there's going to be some homeowners who lose their home to foreclosure, right? That's a tie down. You remember you're not using that unless you expect the answer to be yes. I don't want to hear no, I want to hear yes, because my follow-up to that is, okay, if your neighbor's home is foreclosed on, is that causing the value of your home to go up, or is it causing the value of your home to go down? Yeah. Did you own real estate back in 2008 and 2009? What happened to the value of your home between 2008 and 2012? If you owned a home in 2008 and you still own that same home in 2010, if you could have gone back to 2006 and sold your home before the market crashed, would you? Do you think there were homeowners who wish they would have sold their home before the market crashed? If they had a second chance to sell their home, how many of them would? These are all just curiosity questions, and they're all harm's way questions. And they're all also closing questions. And what am I closing for? An appointment. What kind of an appointment am I closing for? It's a trick question. It's a trick question. Don't say listing appointment. What kind of an appointment am I closing for?
Any appointment.
Say it again. Any appointment. That's right. It's any appointment. I am just closing for the opportunity to get face-to-face with you. That's it. Remember, when the duck quacks, the duck doesn't say, hey, feed me if you have granola. I don't want bread. I'll only feed me if you're going to give me granola. The duck is just quacking for food. They don't care what kind of food you give them. They're just quacking, and you're just quacking. All you're doing is quack. Let me come over. I'm never going to sell my home. Cool, quack. I still want to come over. I want $1 million for my $500,000 home. Cool, quack. I still want to come over. It's just an appointment. Now, where does success happen? Oh my gosh. Here. What's this?
Follow-up.
Follow-up. Now, this is real estate lead generation the way I see it. I'm going to work 50 weeks, 5 days a week. That's 250 days a year. And I'm going to make 20 conversations. I'm going to make 20 contacts. I'm going to have 20 conversations every day, or I'm going to have 5,000 conversations focused on adding one new person to my database every day. So my standard is plus 250 new Mets. It's also get face-to-face with one person every day who is thinking of selling their home. That means I'm face-to-face with 250 people who are thinking of selling their home. And from there, I have a systematic approach for follow-up. Week 1, follow-up call. Hey, Gonzalo, John Dietz, Keller Williams Realty, following up as promised. Thank you for taking my call. How are you doing? Is there anything I can do for you? Week 2, Gonzalo, John Dietz again, Keller Williams Realty, following up as promised. Wanted to see if you got the last market update that I sent to you. Do you have any questions? Is there anything I can do for you? Week 4, same thing. Week 3, same thing. Week 4, same thing. Now, after 4 weeks, I'm following up once a month forever until I get to a point where they're serious about selling their home. And we know that typically that is 7 to 10 days before they're ready to list their house. We're creating emotional proximity. We're creating emotional proximity because we have a systematic approach for follow-up and because we follow up forever. We reject rejection. No is not a word that lives in our vocabulary. No simply means not yet. People will never change their mind. They will make a new decision based on new information. Follow-up is the key to the lead generation model. It's the key to you building a real estate business that's going to make you $1 million a year. All right, questions, comments, thoughts? Gonzalo, talk to me.
Are all those touches a phone call or can it be a postcard and a phone call?
Yeah, whatever works for you, right? Well, if it's going to be a combination of phone calls, text messages, Facebook messages, because that's also a way to communicate, emails, newsletters, postcards, greeting cards. If it's going to be a combination, if you're putting them on a 36 touch plan, for example, you're going to make sure that you're at least calling them. These are nurtures. These are not regular sphere of influence contacts in your database. These are nurtures. You're going to call them. My plan is you're going to call them once every month.
Okay.
You can communicate however you want, but at least once a month, you have to pick up the phone.
After the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, after the first 4 weeks. For the first 4 weeks, it's once a week.
Right.
Remember, your goal is to become the Diet Coke of real estate. You're creating top of mind. So when they think of real estate, they think of you, Gonzalo. If I asked Aaron, hey, Aaron, do you know a good real estate agent? And Aaron's not a realtor. He would say, Gonzalo, this guy's crazy. He calls me like every week. I get these postcards and updates and emails, and he's a beast. He's your guy. If you ask me, name a soda, John, my answer would be Diet Coke. If you said, name another soda, John, it would be Diet Coke. There's only one. Diet Coke is top of mind. Yes, I know it's not healthy. And yes, I know I should not drink it. And that's not the conversation. Okay. Be the Diet Coke of real estate. You're creating emotional proximity so that when that person says, you know, it's time to sell my house. You know, I love the story about Andy and Aaron in Austin, Texas. These guys would do 2,000 door hangers a month, right? They remind me of Gonzalo and Craig Sarnoff. And they eventually got to a point where they paid people to do this for them, college kids, I believe, just paid them per door, per hour. That's not important. And every month they would hang 2,000 door hangers. And Aaron and Andy would share the story that they can imagine the homeowner picking up that hanger off the door every month and having a conversation with their spouse. And the conversation would go something like, what is that? It's another damn door hanger from that damn Andy Allen. True story. It's how they share it. Don't get mad at me. Next month, what is that? Another damn door hanger from that damn Andy Allen. 3 years later, you know, we probably should start looking for a real estate agent. It's time to sell our house. Who should we call? That damn Andy Allen. Even if they're frustrated with your follow-up, in other words, holy cow, quit calling me. Cool, talk to you next month. Even if they're frustrated with your follow-up, they think of you when they think of real estate. I mean, after all, isn't that the kind of real estate agent you would want to hire if you were to sell your home? Script. Talk to me. What are you hearing?
John,
Yes.
just a question.
Yes.
So if you're hiring the college kid to go to the house and put the hanger, right?
Mhm.
Don't you think that after a while, it's possible that the homeowner sees the college kid putting it and not the Andy guy?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I love you, Brian. High C in the room, guys. High C alert. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Brian, it's okay. It's okay if they know that it's not Andy hanging the door hanger, that Andy actually hired somebody to hang the door hanger. That's okay. Yeah, you're not knocking doors in this. In this example, they're not knocking on doors. They're just hanging door hangers. You mad at me? Don't be mad at me.
No, I'm just thinking.
That's
Thank
just
you.
like the postman.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
that, all your mail comes from someone,
yeah.
different people, but it's the
Yeah.
same postman coming through the neighborhood. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Sometimes high school kids put out the flags.
Yeah, yeah. Diane Schuster's hired high school kids, of course. Yeah.
But wait,
Gonzalo.
why isn't everyone doing this?
I don't know. That's a great question. You know, I do this every day and I ask myself that every night. Why isn't everybody doing this? And then what's even funnier, Brian, is somebody will do it and they'll come in and they'll say, you know, I tried what you talked about the other day and I got a listing. And they're shocked. And I'm like, why do I do this? That's a good question. Why isn't everybody doing this? I don't know. Here's what I do know. I'll tell you this. I know that more are. Can I tell you how I know that? Because I look at our numbers. I pay attention to the scoreboard. I know what the score is. If I go to the sideline and the coach says, what's the score? Who has the ball? How much time is left in the game? I know the answers to those questions. And I know that Keller Williams Coral Springs is taking more listings this month than we were last month. And that we're taking more listings than our competitors are. So I know that some of the agents are listening and they are doing this. Some can. No, everyone can, some will. Gonzalo.
To answer your question about about who's doing it, most homeowners don't expect the realtor to do it, because when they see me, they tell me, oh, wow, you actually do the door hangers? Or I have a lady tell me, very nice to meet you. And I'm like, hey, nice to meet you too. She goes, I get your door hangers all the time. So people actually are surprised that we are the ones doing it.
Yeah, Yeah.
Physically dropping the hangers or something.
Yes.
yeah. Opportunity. Talk to me.
John, I have a question. It is okay to put not knock tokens, but to put flyers in the gated community?
Is it okay? Well, you know,
Yeah.
that's a loaded question. Are you allowed to do that? Probably not. Probably.
No? Oh.
No, probably not. You're probably not allowed to do it in an ungated community. If it's a homeowners association that has any kind of sign that says soliciting is not allowed, are you allowed to do it? No. Would I still do it? Yes.
By mail? You mean by mail?
Oh, I would go
or-
hang on. I would go put a door hanger on their door. What's the
Okay.
worst thing that's going to happen? They're going to kick you out of the neighborhood. What's the next worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to get
They're
arrested.
gonna know
Call
me.
me, I'll bail you out.
Okay. Thank you.
What if we hire someone who lives in the gated community to do it?
Yeah, I think that's smart, Keith, and I think you're still not allowed to do it. Hey, time out.
Next question.
Don't get hung up in the minutia. Oh my gosh. You know what? Who cares? Go knock on the door. Now, don't get mad at me, anybody that, oh, there's 19. Somebody got mad at me. Somebody jumped off the call. Oops. I lost a friend forever, Michael. That's my high eye, by the way. I pay attention to that. Now I'll lose sleep tonight wondering who jumped off the call, right? So here's the bottom line. If you had to find one person today that needed to sell their home, if you had to, and I mean you had to, would you really care that there's a sign in the neighborhood that says no soliciting? No, you wouldn't.
No.
The ducks don't care.
That's right.
They really don't care. They're going to quack regardless of the sign that says no quacking. Nope, I'm quacking. Michael.
When I was growing up in like twice a week, I started logging in and keeping a record of the different gate codes.
Yeah.
So that I can get into communities.
No, smart. Yeah, so if you guys couldn't hear Michael in Zoom world, he had a list of gate codes for different communities. You know, I'm laughing because this is Facebook Live. This is being recorded, and I'm going to get fired later today. I'm going to get a call from Gary Keller. John.
Yeah, right. You're telling me like, keep it up.
Oh, you guys are killing me. All right, one more. We're going to jump. Diane.
I just want to say, back to what, what everyone's talking about, in terms of the door hangers, flags or whatever. The thing is that it doesn't necessarily even have to be in a community. You could be at Starbucks
Yep.
handing it out. You could be anywhere.
Yep.
And so it's not limited. And I live in a gated community and I, know the rules, but I farm in a non-HOA area down the street purposely because I'm close by. So there's so many ways to do this, but don't be afraid. That's all I can tell you.
All right, thank you, Diane. So the end result of the economic model was how many appointments do I need to go on in order to get the number of listings that I need to get in order to close the number of homes I need to close, the number of units I need to close, in order to gross the amount of money that I want to gross, in order to net the amount of income that I want to net. Thank you. Now, the end result of the lead generation model is if my goal is to close 14 sales, I need 16 contracts executed. In order to execute 16 contracts, I need 20 seller listings. In order to get 20 seller listings, I need to go on 25 listing appointments. That's why you're here. And the end result of the lead generation model is how many leads do I need in order to get 25 listing appointments? The end result of the economic model is how many appointments do I need to go on? The end result of the lead generation model is how many leads do I need to get in order to go on the number of appointments that I need to go on. So to Diane's point, and to my point, can you see the cardboard sign? Everybody in Zoom world, can you see this? I will quack for leads. Just go quack. Quit thinking so much. All right, time to get to work. What is work? Work is 20 conversations. Oh my gosh, that was all over on video yesterday too. Okay, work is 20 conversations, not 19, not 18, not 17, because when I had 17 conversations, I didn't have the 18th conversation, which could have been $1 million listing, but I didn't get because I didn't have the conversation. And the worst part is I don't know that I lost the opportunity because I didn't have the conversation. Make care calls, not sale calls. Have care conversations, not sales conversations. Always lead with gratitude, always bring value to every conversation. Focus on getting an appointment, getting a referral, adding somebody to your database, building a relationship. Find somebody today that is thinking of selling their home, whether it is 7 days from now, 30 days from now, or a year from now, doesn't matter. Simply find somebody who is thinking of selling their home. You are looking for opportunity, period. Not necessarily opportunity right now. Get face-to-face today with someone who's thinking of selling their home, and then follow up forever, because you reject rejection, because no is not a word that lives in your vocabulary. No simply means not yet. Remember, reject, rejection. When you follow up forever, you're creating emotional proximity, which simply means when Michael gets ready to list his house, he's going to hire the person who is closest to him. Remember that people will never make a new decision, but they will make people will never change their mind, but they will make a new decision based on new information. And Gonzalo, coming to you. When you follow up forever, you're creating emotional proximity. So when they make a new decision based on new information, that new decision will be to
How are you?
hire you, hire me. There you go. And hire me. The new decision will be to hire me and not me, you. It's an affirmation. Okay. I love you guys. All right. Stop live stream, stop record.